What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. Listen, let me get straight to the point. What we witnessed between Dame Dash and Charlamagne was not an interview. It was a glorified snapping session. Two grown men, two black men, sitting across from each other, not trying to uplift, not trying to enlighten, but trying to outdo one another with cheap shots.
Paid in Full. What about it? Did you own Paid in Full? Like, how did 50 Cent acquire ownership of Paid in Full?
Do you remember when 50 Cent was supposed to be putting out a documentary about Puff on Netflix?
Yes.
Where is it?
I think it's still happening.
Yeah, right. He's capping. So I talk a different language than most people. I'm a boss.
I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are.
I'm listening. Okay.
Like, your OG is Wendy Williams. My OG is sitting right here. You see him? Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man. Can you stop? Can you stop?
Wendy Williams is
wasn't she your boss?
Yeah, at one point.
So she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace, and you should also give her props out of respect. But because we have different trauma, like we're different. Like I'm not the kind of guy that would like. I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped, and it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay.
You got a problem with gay people?
Not at all. I've got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. You're gay. So what I'm saying is, you might, because you started in gossip, which is, is very feminine, and you want people to listen to you, and that we want people that represent masculinity, because men need to be doing what they need to do as men. They don't need to be worried about girl stuff. Do you think he's masculine? Would you want this man around you if 10 guys jumped you? He'd run, and you'd have to run with him. I like my women to feel safe when they're around me. I don't tell people and I'm not saying that's your way. But you're just not masculine. I've seen him run. I looked at a whole reel of, there's like a thing that says how many people bark. There's stuff that how many times you talk about other people's genitals. You real masculine men don't do that. You said that some guys was throwing you kisses because they liked your paws butt, and you went back. That's gay.
Why you got such a problem with gay?
I don't have a problem. I have a problem with you. Wait, no. Yeah, that is why I pause. There's a lot of people like you. There's a lot of people like you that are gay. That pretend they're not.
Black men can't be gay.
Black men that are gay should say they're gay.
Well, I'm not gay.
You are.
Now, let me be clear. I understood a lot of what Dame was saying. The man was talking about respect and boundaries, about being interrupted, about being laughed at and mocked. And you know what? He was right. Because too often, Envy and Charlamagne think they can say something wild, crack a joke, laugh about it, and all of a sudden it's supposed to be trolling. And if you don't laugh with them, you the problem. Sometimes y'all be crossing the line. Sometimes y'all be disrespecting a man's manhood. And let's not twist this. Dame Dash is no saint. He's in bankruptcy. He's struggling publicly, and he's been known to get loud to save face. But when he looked Charlamagne in the eye and said, "You gonna keep crossing my boundaries," and laugh about it, that was the most honest moment in the whole damn interview. Now let's talk about the comments that really blew this up. Dame Dash questioned Charlamagne's masculinity. He went there. He implied the man was gay. He went personal. And listen, I don't co-sign going at another man's sexuality. That's his life, his business. But what I will say is this. Dame Dash wasn't taking a cheap shot. He was making a point about how Charlamagne presents himself, a point about how Charlamagne interacts with powerful men like Jay-Z, and a point about how some of the jokes that get cracked on the Breakfast Club don't sound like jokes to real men. And y'all know it. Some men don't joke like that. They don't joke about sexuality. They don't joke about violence. They don't joke about certain boundaries. And when you do, you're not just entertaining, you offending. So yeah, Charlamagne hit back. He called Dame broke. He called him a liar. He tried to flip it and make him the joke. But did you notice something? Dame didn't walk out. Dame stood his ground. But this is bigger than Dame versus Charlamagne. This is about how black men represent themselves in public. This is about respect. This is about what happens when boundaries get crossed and everything is dismissed as entertainment. Listen, I don't care about Charlamagne's sexuality. I don't care about who he likes, who he loves, or who he's loyal to. But I do care about the fact that he thinks he can laugh his way through every disrespectful moment. And I do care about the fact that Dame Dash, for all his flaws, stood up and called it out. Because in that moment, Dame wasn't just speaking for himself. So yeah, the interview was outrageous. And yeah, it was embarrassing. And yeah, it showed us that legends like Charlamagne and Dame Dash can be reduced to a war of words. But remember this, when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. Dame Dash showed us he won't be disrespected. And Charlamagne showed us he will laugh his way through the smoke. And all of us got a front row seat to one of the wildest moments in radio history. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.